make good claims being made. There are also other factors that may lead to the delay. Circumstances preventing carriage, attention given to consignment if it's not loaded properly, if wagons are found to be improperly loaded at some destination very far off from the forwarding station, the carrier may choose to stop and load it. Rectification of load. If transshipment is to be done, that may cause delay. Unsatisfactory loading, for records to be made. And if there's any need for amendment of contract, they may all cause delay and they may change the transit period. So it's all got to be recorded on the consignment note. Part 56 is carrier declaration. Details as applicable, and this you can refer to the manual. Part 57 is other carriers, undertaking code in plain text. Part 58 is contractual carrier, and I think I've explained this very clearly to you. The carrier that undertakes a contract to carry the cargo is a contractual carrier, and if they are unable to carry it to the destination, they may be substitute carriers. That is where the other carriers come in. Simplified transit procedures. It is conditional. Part 59 is date of arrival, and which is mandatory. Date of arrival is mandatory. 60 is about when it is made available, the month, the day, the hour. The year does not count here because in rail, it's a matter of days and hours. The hours that consignment should be made available for collection by consignee, because in rail transport, the transit period should be known and should be established clearly, so that if the cargo is delayed, then claims can be made appropriately. So the month, the day, and the hour that is made, because if the hour is not made, the appropriate transit period may not be established. The transit period is calculated in hours. So the hour on which the consignment note is made available should be stated. Part 61 is about acknowledgement of receipt. It's conditional, and here which the date and the signature of consignee should be there. Because when the documents arrive and the goods arrive, the consignee would have to do the offloading, and when they offload and take charge of the goods, they have to sign the document to indicate that they have taken delivery of the cargo. Part 62 is about consignment number, which is mandatory. It is the identification of consignment, and it contains the country and station, the code for forwarding carrier. 63 to 98, a lot of them are for charges, codes, exchange rates, agreement on tariff, the supplementary fees, etc. 99 is box reserved for the endorsement by customs or consignor approved by customs. In fact, part of the consignment note is like an accounting sheet. There are a lot of things that have to be indicated there. It's very comprehensive, and the forwarders do charge for completing consignment notes for cargoes. The final part of this video is going to be on the distribution of the consignment note or the transport document used in international rail transport. You can't fail to do the right thing. In rail transport, there are several copies of the consignment note, and the copies would have to be given to the appropriate persons. Otherwise, they will be rendered useless. And because the cargo may come from faraway country, crossing several countries, the distribution have to be done appropriately so that it does not cause any delay. If government agencies, customs and whatnot want to attend to the cargo, they require the appropriate part of the consignment note to do their jobs. If they don't get the appropriate part of the consignment note, they would not be able to custom the goods so as security details. So you would have to learn meticulously the distribution of the various parts of the consignment note. Now, this slide shows you the distribution of consignment note copies. The distribution of consignment note copies. The copy one is handed over to the consignee when the goods have reached their destination. So it is only the consignee who can use the copy one as proof of their taking delivery of the cargo. And this copy one is called consignment note original. Please note the description. Copy two. Copy two is the waybill of the consignment note, and it's meant for the destination carrier for their data collection. The carrier or railway carrier that takes the cargo to the final destination will have to keep the copy two, which is called the waybill, for their documentation. Copy three is the acknowledgement of acceptance of goods, and it is meant for the station of destination. And this same copy three is what the customs of that country uses for custom purposes. So you cannot use copy one or copy two or any other copy for custom purposes. Custom require to see copy three, which is the acknowledge of acceptance, as the document which they would work on to get the goods customed. Copy 4 is called consignment note duplicate, and this is handed over to the consignor after the carrier receives the goods. Copy 4 is the copy that is given to the consignor when the freight forwarder or the consignor hands over the goods after loading in the wagon at the forwarding station. So in the contractual framework, when it is mentioned that the duplicate of consignment note is handed over to the consignor, this is what they refer to. It's rather copy 4. So please note that in consignment note, copy 2 is not the duplicate. It is rather the copy 4. And this is handed over to the consignor. And this is a proof that the railway carrier has accepted goods for shipment. This is the copy which a freight forwarder would use as a proof to owner of cargo, to show that they have handed over the goods to the carrier. Copy 4A is a special copy for the sender. Right. The reason why we have copy 4 and 4A for consignor and for the sender is the consignor may not be the sender. The sender may be freight forwarder. So the freight forwarder would need a special copy for their, documentation or for their collection. So the consignor or the shipper may have the duplicate, which is copy 4, and the freight forwarder can keep copy 4A if they are the sender of the cargo. Copy 5 is the dispatch note, and it is for the data collection of the forwarding carrier of dispatch. There are many times when goods arrive at a destination, another mode of transport would have to carry the cargo and take it to the final destination. You cannot use any of those copy 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4A to carry cargo to maybe the warehouse. Goods may be shipped all the way with Tema as the destination. The goods will come to the Tema destination, all right. Copy 3 will be given to the destination station, the Tema railway station, and the customs people at the destination may use it for their documentation purpose. But if the cargo is to be carried from Tema station to maybe Community 9, Community 12, or industrial area, which will be the final destination of the cargo, then the dispatch carrier or the entity that carries the goods to the final place, resting place, would require copy 5. So if the police or any other national agency would want to do diligence on the cargo being carried, then it should be the copy 5. If the copy 5 is not there, then there must be something wrong about it. This is one reason why forwarders should know how to distribute the copies of the consignment note. The right copy should go to the right owner so that no confusion would arise and no delayance will be caused, and the goods would not unnecessarily be kept by customs or by security agents for no good reason. This brings us to the end of session 7, the documentation in international rail transport.